my father, the proudest detective for the NYPD. I believe in the history of the New York City Police Department. Detective James Morris, your senior, my father, the bias unit, not your racism unit, or your prejudice unit, or your bigot unit. Bias unit. Bias. It was a Christmas in East New York, my Aunt Hazel's house. They were still alive, the elders. My Aunt Hazel and Aunt Vi. We've been going there for decades to celebrate our holidays. Your Thanksgiving and your Christmas. Well, this Christmas here, my father had managed to get a kidney transplant well and set. But Dr. Sarazian in Oasis, Nassau County, Mineola, was prescribing all kinds of medications to help him to keep that kidney going that he just put in. But that was at the more novice level, or the beginning, whatever the case is. I was on Zyprexa, fat as hell. Took it on my own volition. That Christmas was a little different, but Anita was at the table. The woman across the street, and I forget her name, she's close to the family. Right? My aunts was relaxed, my Aunt Hazel, they up in age. My cousin Stephen Cox Sr., my father. Right? Now, Steve every year tells jokes. My cousin Stephen Cox, who's an Uncle Tom, who allowed his daughter Peaches to be an out-and-out crackhead. My cousin Peaches turned out to be one of the worst crackheads in the history of that shit. He had abandoned her at a young age and fucked her up. I just cut her off the other day. So what happens is now, God may punish me for it. Maybe he will not, I don't know. For cutting my cousin off. But I can't do it all. The whole point is Steve worked for a bank as a black president. He talks like a white man. He dates white women. He basically do everything for a white woman except his own daughter, Peaches. That's his memo. In fact, he has a first cousin named June Jr., who's dead now. They was raised together as brothers. Junior married Anita, a Puerto Rican woman. When Junior left to go to the Navy, whatever the case is, Steve moved and took his wife. They already had a kid, my cousin Junior and Anita. It was called Benjamin. All right, it's my cousin Benjamin. Right? But as soon as he turned his back, Steve will cut your throat, which he did and started dating Anita. She went for it. We all at the table. Every year, Steve tells them Uncle Tom jokes and gets everybody laughing. He's pretty good at it. Right? On this Christmas, his job with the military, they had me abducted to become a crackhead and also fuck everybody's heads up. My father was on the medication. The greatest detective in the world didn't figure this out at the time. Anita knows Stephen's mannerisms and behavior and conduct, whatever the case is. She knows what kind of shit he's into. They love us. What he did, he was in on it, Stephen. He set everybody up that night to tell jokes. Laugh, laugh, laugh. To the military threw a rock stone at my Aunt Hazel's window and to stop the whole party. We all lost our memory that night. All of us at the dinner table. Steve was in on it. We all heads was fucked up. We thought something was, we didn't know. You understand what was going on? You get it? Somebody has like an inch, like a snitch. Like they have to make sure that everybody's, you know what I mean? My cousin, my blood relative, look just like my father. In fact, I look a little bit like Steve. I looked at the window and I said, somebody shoot a gunshot. Stephen is a great actor. I didn't know he was that good as a Scorpio. He's very good at art and dramatics. He said, yeah, he went to the window and some dudes were throwing bottles at our cars. My father's brand new Mustang and Stephen's car. They both had new cars. The point is, we cut out our elders and left them behind. They were scared, Aunt Hazel and Vi. But to add realism to it, me and my father, when we left him, Steve used his card to leave with Anita and made sure that We was convinced that he was not in on it. That's why he pulled over to the NYPD, a little motor thing on the side of Lincoln Plaza to make it seem convincing. Do you understand it? My own cousin, to clear out the house to get everybody brainwashed, which is why a year later, my Aunt Pat had dating that military kid, and I was dating Mona D. Thompson. Good night.